What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a month ahead reading for the month of June for all my Aquarius Sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of January 20th and February 18th, then you were an Aquarius Sun sign, and this reading is for you. In today's video, we're going to be doing a month ahead look at June, which will encompass your past, present, and future energies that you're carrying with you at this time, as well as what you should hold on to, what you should let go of for the month of June, what obstacles you're going to find in your path, what lessons you're going to learn. It's going to tell you all sorts of things that you need to know for the month ahead so you can properly prepare and get ready for it. Remember, this is going to be a general's reading. If you want a more specific reading tailored just for you, then head on over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description, and I've got all sorts of readings there. We can get to the bottom of pretty much any question. We can even do this particular spread for you so it's more personalized. But as it stands, this is a general overall reading. And I'm going to be using the Druidcraft Tarot, and I'd appreciate if you give me just one moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards the question, what can Aquarius Sun signs expect for the month of June? Alright, that should do it. Let's cut the deck. And this is an 8-card spread. Alright, very good. That's that. We've got one major arcana, nothing too major. I'm getting the sense that there's nothing huge going on in your lives that you can't control, that are out of your control. Everything's pretty manageable for you guys right now. So let's take a look at these cards one by one and see what this spread is trying to tell us. The first card we're going to look at is the Seven of Wands, and this card represents the energies of last month of May. There we go. I get the sense that May had some friction with it. By friction, I mean you were kind of butting heads with other people. Maybe you were fighting the dominant energies that were in your life. I'm getting the feeling that there was some fighting going on. And I don't mean like fist fighting, but I mean that you were kind of grating against others. And though you may have felt that you were in the right most of the time, you felt like you're right and you were dominant and you're fighting the good fight, so to speak. You know, no one ever wins when you're fighting, and you know you're fighting the flow. And I get the feeling that May was kind of a difficult time for you guys, for Aquarius, and just a very aggressive kind of energy that many of you may have carried. Remember, this is a general overall reading. It's not going to apply to everyone in a very specific way. But yeah, I'm getting the sense that May was a time of just kind of fighting. And maybe fighting's not the best word, but resistance. Resistance. That's a much better word to use. Okay, my vocab is coming back to me. Resistance to what is the general idea I'm getting from May. This card here represents the present, current energies. We've got the Prince of Pentacles. I'm getting this feeling of worry. Worry about financial future. Worry about what to do for finances. I know most of you have a job and are making income, but that doesn't mean that there's no worry of how you're going to make money. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling of worry and doubts of the future of your financial success. So maybe some of you are worried about your job, whether you want to continue doing it, or maybe you're concerned about getting fired, or just you're not feeling your job, and maybe you're worried that you're not going to make enough money. I'm getting the feeling of worry coming from this card, and worry as it pertains to the physical aspects of this world: money, finances, home, car, payments, that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. A lot of you seem to be focused on the physical aspects of this world at this time, which, is something that we all need to work on as far as, breaking free from society's norms. Societal norms tell us that we should really focus all our attention on the physical aspects, on the money aspects, but of course it's not very healthy. But yeah, I'm getting the feeling that you guys are kind of concerned right now. Maybe that's even better. My vocab, what is going on? Concerned is a better word than worried. Okay? So maybe a lot of you are concerned about where your money's going to come from and how you're going to do in the next month or so. This card here, the Six of Wands, represents the energies of next month. So this will take us into June. Okay, next month I see you guys coming out of your shell a little bit and starting to gain more confidence and starting to impact the people around you in a positive way. Aquarius, you guys are such a bizarre sign that people naturally look up to you. They see you as a face, not what's the opposite of a face in a crowd. You stand out from the crowd a lot. So when people see you, they tend to take notice of you and follow you around. And I think that's what's we're gonna see happen in the month of June. Is we're gonna see you fall into more of a leadership role. And this is a very good card because it shows that maybe the worries and anxiousness that you have currently are going to subside, and you're going to start to feel more confident. You can't be a good leader without confidence. So I see a lot of confidence coming back to you in the month of June. So June looks like it's going to be a good month for you to get back on your feet and back into the swing of things, back into what you're used to doing, which is leading people by example and being a source of inspiration for others. So yeah, I see June as being a good time for you guys, Aquarians. Very nice. This card here represents what you should hold on to in the month of June. And we've got the Six of Swords. I'm getting the feeling of travel. Are you guys thinking about traveling? Traveling might be on the docket, on the itinerary in June, because I'm looking at maybe a need to change of pace. I'm looking at maybe you guys need to change something in your lives. You need to travel. This could be also metaphorical. You could need to change a perspective or a perspective shift. And oftentimes traveling does give us that perspective shift. So I think for most of you it's going to... this card represents actual physical travel. So yeah, I would say if you're planning a trip, go for it. If you're not planning a trip, maybe consider one. It doesn't have to be far. It could just be a car ride somewhere, or a bus ride, or a boat ride, as this picture suggests. You don't have to go to China or something to change perspective and to have a good time and to recharge your energies in another place. Really experience the energies of a place that's different from what you're used to, so that you can break out of your current mold. If you're in a funk, break out of the funk and really recharge and re-energize and see things from a different perspective. So traveling is going to be very important for the month of June if that opportunity arises, and if not, maybe create that opportunity. Alright, this card here, the Four of Wands, represents hurdle, biggest hurdle you're likely to experience in the month of June. I'm seeing an issue with the home life. Just give me 1 second with this card. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting the sense that things might not be hunky-dory in the home. So if you live with your family or live with your friends, whoever you live with. I see some kind of conflict here, maybe a conflict of interest. You think you shouldn't have to do the dishes on Wednesday, and they're like, you do the dishes on Wednesday. I can't really, this is such a general reading for a large group of people that I can't get specific about it, but I'm getting this feeling that a lot of you are going to have some home struggles. The home life is going to challenge you in some way. Maybe something breaks down in your home, and you are needing to pay for it in some way, and you don't have the money, or I can't really speculate. It's going to be different for all of you, but that's just an example of one thing that could go wrong in the home. It doesn't necessarily have to be friction with people that you live with, but I'm getting the sense that home is definitely the strongest thing that's pointing out to me right now as far as hurdle that you're gonna have to overcome. So definitely put a little more energy into the relationships that you have with the people that you live with. I think that might help things, as well as just be ready for any situation that might come up in the home, just so that you're not taken off guard by it. This card here, the Three of Pentacles, represents what to let go of for the month of June. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, this card is asking you not to show off. You know you're good, we know you're good, but sometimes it can come off a little strong, okay? Like I said, Aquarius is a very unique sign, and people pay attention to you. And you may possibly, with this card suggesting, have a tendency to show off a little bit. And I know that's in kind of contrast with this card here, where I told you that June is going to be a time for you to step into your leadership role. But I think this card is asking you to step into your leadership role, but maintain humility and try not to show off too much. This card could also signal showing off at work. Maybe at work you're starting to grate on people a little bit, and so maybe this card is asking you to tone things down a little bit in the workplace, just so that others feel like they have an opportunity to shine as well. Is it a crime to be so awesome? I don't know. Okay, I don't make the laws, but I get the sense that's what's happening here, that you guys are such stellar dynamos that other people are kind of not sure where they fit in relation to you, because you're just so different and so great at everything that you do. So I would say some humility is in order, and that's going to help you become a better leader. Is humility. A leader has to be humble yet confident and strong. So there's that. All right, this card here represents the people around you in the month of June, and we have the Lovers. Ooh. I think the people around you are going to be nurturing, they're going to be dependable, they're going to be filled with love. I think this is a great card to get in this position. I think the people around you are just going to be very supportive and nurturing of you, and they're going to allow you to be yourself, and they're going to love you regardless. So this is a great card for the people around you. Now, this is not going to be every person in your life, but the overall general energies of the people in your life, they're going to be very supportive of you in this next month of June, and I would definitely look to them for support if you ever feel like you need any, or if you feel like you're feeling down or low for any reason. Search out the people that you really depend on, and they're going to be there for you, and they're going to be there to give you what you need, which is going to be love and support and tenderness, and they're going to just have a very soft energy. So yeah, if you're ever feeling down for whatever reason, rather than sulk in a corner, I would suggest seeking out those people that you're closest with and just spending time with them, and maybe you reaching out will really help you to solidify a greater connection with those people. All right, this last card here that is turned over represents the biggest lesson that you have to learn in the month of June, and it is, drum roll please, the Lord. Ooh, interesting. All right. Give me a second here. All right, this card is saying to me that the lesson that you have to learn in June is to not be too overbearing, domineering, aggressive with other people. You have to... There's several ways to be a leader. You can lead with an iron fist, or you can lead by accepting the differences of others and allowing them to help you become a leader, and really playing off of their energies and bringing all the energies together to create what's the word I'm looking for? Come on, words. Come on, words. Yes. Okay. So using all the energies of all the people around you to help you become a better leader, accepting them for who they are so that you can understand them and lead them in a better way. I think that's the better alternative than to say, I am right, son, you are going to do what I say because I know best. And people don't really follow those kinds of leaders, right? They're more like, oh, this guy again. Do we have to follow this guy? Whereas if you're the latter, if you take people's opinions and concerns under consideration, then they're going to look up to you. They're going to respect you, and you're going to be a respected leader. And they're going to do what you say, not because they feel like they have to, but because they feel like you're right. Because they feel like you're leading them with divine knowledge and understanding, okay? So now that all these cards are out and we have a better understanding, let's take a look at them as an overview and see what this spread is trying to tell us in general in the overview. So the month of May, I get the feeling that there was no leadership from you. You were kind of butting heads with other people, and people weren't respecting you perhaps, and they weren't following you following what you wanted to do. And so I get the feeling that there was kind of some conflict, and definitely you weren't in a position to be a leader when so many people are just opposing you, right? But moving into now, I get the sense that there's a little bit of concern right now. I used the word fear, I think, earlier, but I'm not getting really fear. It's more concern. Concern is the right word to be using here. Concern for your future, concern for how you're going to lead, concern for, I get the sense that a lot of you are, the heads of your families, and a lot of people depend on you. And so I get concerned right now. But moving into the future, moving into the month of June, I'm getting the sense that you guys are going to really take up that leadership position. You're going to do what it takes to lead these people, whatever the leadership means for you. I think most of you Aquarius are leaders in some way. Most of you, whether you realize it or not. So people are going to start to look up to you in June. I think you're going to get your ish together and figure out a way to make it all work. So June's looking like a good month for you. I would hold on to this month the desire to travel. If you feel the desire to move around and experience new things and travel around, I would definitely recommend that. If you don't have any plans to travel, make some plans. It could be something simple, just to get out of the routine, just to get out of your present energies, just so you can experience some new perspective, which might help your thought process along better, and could even help you solve some problems that you've been struggling with, just getting that new perspective. As far as hurdles this month, in the month of June, I get some home life issues coming up, and it doesn't seem like it's a major issue. It just seems like there's some strife at the house, at the home, with whoever you live with. So be sure that you're ready for anything in the home. Just take everything calmly. Realize that you are a leader, and people are going to be looking up to you, so your actions should dictate what you want others to do as well. So keep that in mind when you're trying to deal with these home issues. What to let go of is showing off, especially at work. Have some humility. So try not to outdo people so badly that they kind of look down on you, right? There's a fine balance there where you can still show everyone how talented and gifted you are without putting them down, and that's the humility line that you're gonna have to try to walk on this month especially. But for all your life, I think trying to not humiliate people while still shining is something that probably Aquarius has to struggle with, okay? As far as the people around you, you guys are going to be very well supported in the month of June. The people around you are going to be loving and supportive and nurturing. So look to them if you ever need help, if you ever feel down or low, and they're going to be there to lift you up. And it's going to be a great symbiotic relationship because you love them back. So it's great. The biggest lesson that we're going to learn in the month of June, Aquarius, is that leadership is a tricky thing, and the theme of leadership has come up a lot in this spread, but I think in order to be a great leader, you have to inspire others. So really think about how you can inspire people, because that's going to be your lesson here, is not to be too overbearing, not to be too dictative. Allow people to express their emotions and their opinions to you, and really take them under consideration. And then people will respect you as a leader more, and you'll gain a better following, a stronger following, and you can show people the right way rather than tell them the right way, if that makes any sense. Okay, so that's my overall reading for Aquarius in the month of June. I hope you guys got something out of that. Remember, this is a general overall reading. If you want a more specific reading tailored just for you, then head on over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description. I've got a bunch of different spreads. I've even got this spread that you can choose from. We can work together to solve any problem you have, basically. Please remember to leave a like if you got something out of this reading. Put a comment in the comment section below if you have any questions or comments or want to say anything about it. I'm happy to answer or respond to all of those. Please consider subscribing to this channel so you can get more of these readings. I do these Tarotscopes bi-monthly, and I also sprinkle in some more videos along the way to keep you guys happy and entertained. Alright, that is it for me. I hope you guys got something out of this. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.